You're now listening to the Listen Up Podcast.
Listen up. Listen up. Listen.
Welcome back to the Listen Up Podcast, where we analyze a new album each week. I'm Nick, and this week we've got me, Jamie,
My ego has a mullet.
and Jordan.
I wanna fly, yeah. Fortnite compilation.
This week we're going to be taking a look at the Heist by Macklemore and Ryan Lewis, released in 2012. Really quick, if you want to keep up with the show, you can find us on Twitter at @ListUpPodcast and on Instagram at @ListenUpPod. That's where we'll make any announcements regarding the show or merch. Speaking of which, if you'd like to support the show, you can find merch at interestpointproductions.com or at the link tree on the socials. So regarding the selection for this week, Jamie, why did you choose this album for us?
Also, listener, if you've tried that link after the past, apparently since early June, and it hasn't worked, that link does work now. Interestpointproductions.com to our merch store.
The link is live.
We didn't check it.
Yeah, it was on an expired card, and I want to fucking fight Gmail because they have those little
You hear that, Google? Watch your fucking back.
Updates and social filters. It doesn't notify you for any of those. And the 5 reminders that our domain service sent me all went to updates. But I get 1,400 of those every 3 months. So I don't see that. And I can't use the Apple Mail app because then all of the spam gives me notifications. So
Damn.
Basically, email fucking sucks.
You figure we would have
Just email in general sucks.
we would have figured out a way to move past email by now.
Dude, email and phone calls and printers are stuck in 20.
I feel like
in
phone calls
2005.
are still. I feel like phone calls are still fine.
Phone calls sound like shit. They're like
sounding.
Yeah.
How many times, what's the ratio of actual phone calls to spam phone calls that you get?
Oh, for me, it is probably 6 spam calls for every real phone call.
Yeah.
Really?
I get them.
Mine actually isn't that high.
I get them
it's
all
probably
the time.
I don't get spam phone calls that often, to be honest.
I got 5 today at work.
I probably got 2 or 3.
My work phone gets so much.
Oh, I don't.
I think
I
someone
don't
who
have a work
speaks
phone.
Spanish,
My personal phone got 5 spam calls while I was at work.
Oh, someone who spoke Spanish had my company phone's number before that because, I get text messages in Spanish.
Bro, that'd be so funny if they're legitimate, because the job you do, you work. We'll say you just work in sales. That'd be so fucking funny if they're legitimate clients, and you're just oh, these weird spam calls. I don't fucking know what this is.
What the hell? I don't know what you're saying.
What the hell, Nathaniel? Be looking at
No hablo. no hablo.
No hablo.
No hablo in español.
Yeah, say that into the phone next time.
But yeah, so that's today's. I guess we're
spinning no Suburban.
But I chose this album because it's great, and I feel like it gets clowned on because it had I guess it had 3
Buffalo
songs.
Madonna? Is that why it gets cloud on, Jamie?
I don't know. I only know Buffalo Madonna as featured in the song, so I don't know if that's a French Montana situation or if you're just capping right now.
No, I'm just saying I didn't really like the song that much.
No, it's like if you took the song Like a Virgin and you made it spicy. That's what Buffalo Madonna is.
Yeah, if you crossed Like a Virgin and Buffalo Soldier
Yeah.
by Bob Marley.
If I crossed Nick.
Wait.
Never mind. I was just trying to that insult.
Right, that one fell apart. But
But anyways,
He
before we
was
get
trying
into
to
it,
make a virgin joke, but I'm not positive.
yeah, I was,
Yeah.
and then I didn't.
Yeah, it's
I didn't
just
think about it too
impossible
much.
because I'm really just way hotter than I used to be, so no one would believe it now.
That is true though. Like I feel like you've been working on yourself lately.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
can we just like not like in a mean way,
Can we-
but like
can we-
can we just acknowledge Nick and Jamie and
I-
somewhat
Bro, I think we're all
Not
having.
as
I think
much.
we're all in our glow up era.
Can we drop some sweaty red faced emojis in the comments?
Yeah, you can find us on Twitter at List Up Podcast, Instagram at Listen Up Pod, or
We're having a
or
hot
on
boy
YouTube.
fall.
Fuck it, throw some
Hot
our
boy
way
fall,
on YouTube.
hot boy fall. It's
Hot
bulking
boy,
season,
Christian
baby.
boy fall
I'm
up in it,
drinking
big.
beer and
Christian boy-
eating bread. I'm
Oh.
giving it all up.
It's really funny because I'm literally like
Okay.
finally at the
Kill 'em.
point where I spent all summer not regularly exercising, but I did it like
Wait, I thought you were.
no, well, like on and off. But as far as like really
Okay.
regularly exercising, my probably peak fit level before the summer was like February and March.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And then the summer I like kind of took a break, and then
I was
now
kind of.
I'm
I'm
like
actually.
back in it
I kind
now.
of did the same thing. Like,
But it's like, I never got to the point where I like intentionally was like, okay, I feel like I look like I'm at my target aesthetic here. I'm gonna stop. I just started getting lazy. But I did it like,
laziness hurt.
but I did it like in swimsuit, tank top, short season. Like I did it.
Okay.
I did it backwards. You're supposed to do that seasonally, and I did it like Southern Hemisphere type behavior.
That's funny.
I kind of did the same thing, and
I'm on
I
Australian time, baby. But now I finally like bought a pull-up bar, and this is my like 4th day of actually doing like pull-ups when I wake up and like some.
This
shit
is
like
this
that.
is not a competition, but how many can you do right now?
I don't know. I haven't done like a just rep max until
he's
fail.
maxing out
It's probably
How much did you do
until
today? though?
fail.
Today I did like all together. I think I did like 55, but that's not. That's not. But
55?
that's like 21 of those were wide grip. Like probably I don't know. 12 or 13 of them were like hammer grip, and then I did some like chin ups and like multiple.
I do like
sets.
I grab like right above me, like this way, not this way. I do this way. I do 3 sets of 8, and I'm struggling at the end to do them.
Well, that's I mean, I'm doing that, but like, because I'm also doing it intentionally to target different areas of my back and like shoulder area. So like, you do the wide grip, you try to hit your lats and more of that kind of shape, get that general V, and then the hammer grip's more of like the interiors. That's more of your like your triceps and area stuff like that. And then chin ups.
Boys,
is like,
we're getting some
He's
muscle
lean,
now, boys.
baby.
Let's fucking go. I feel like I build muscle decently fast, but this is not like
it's those
actual- I feel like that's
not like
muscle, but-
beginner gains, because it's not like you've never worked out, but it's like those getting back into it gains. It's like you're an RC circuit charging up, you know, like a ton of progress, and then it gets harder.
I think it's my
It's like-
body type also
like a-
kind of just
Like a magnetizing current,
Yep,
an
exactly.
inrush current.
Eddies,
but
lamination.
Macklemore. What?
Yeah.
What?
So yeah, I mean,
What?
so I chose this album. Sorry about that weird tangent, but so I
Try to
chose this
flex
album
on
because, like, I've really enjoyed it for a long time, but because of the songs, the songs blew the fuck up. Like they were everywhere for like 4 years. You heard Thrift Shop,
Yeah.
That's
Can't
factual.
Hold Us, and Same Love everywhere, right? But they like those songs that then blew up. Also, like you could draw like corny lines out of them and shit like that, and be like, "Oh, fucking, that's like all this is," right? But I still contend those songs are all bangers. They just got way overplayed. Like Radioactive. If you go back now, it's like a 10 out of 10 song, and it always was. It's just like you got so sick of it.
Radioactive never got overplayed for me somehow.
Yeah,
I don't know how.
I mean, like me either, but like a lot of people it did, and so I tell them go back to it because it's especially Radioactive featuring Kendrick. That shit still goes hard.
Bury me inside. Wait, did I?
Bury me with pride,
wait,
bury me with berries that forbidden fruit and cherry pie.
That might be the hardest Kendrick like like feature ever.
Yeah,
that might be the hardest Kendrick bar
feature,
ever.
Yeah, I don't know if it's his hardest bar ever because he's had.
What's harder?
I mean,
what's harder?
Honestly, like XXX, DNA. That's a really good one. There's some good lines in Humble. There's a lot of shit on.
Not even in
XXX where he says he'll
blower to shoot someone on the.
He'll kill someone, put the shotgun in their lap, walk into the court, and say, "I did that."
Yeah, like are you like yeah no? So his songs, he definitely has some harder shit, or even like shit in Black or the Berry. Like that one's a huge like oh my god. So he has in his own stuff, yeah. But as far as his features, I would be inclined. I haven't listened to like all of them, but I would be inclined to agree that's probably his hardest.
And you call yourself a Kendrick fan?
Have you heard "Bad Blood" by Taylor Swift featuring Kendrick?
No.
Baby, now you got bad blood.
I was OD like OBDBDBA. Wait, have you actually never heard that lyric?
I actually haven't. Yeah, legitimately.
Listen to it.
I'll throw it in the Songrex channel while we're discussing.
Okay.
Jamie, it's the Iron Man and Captain America of pop, not pop music, of popular music.
Yeah.
Swizzle fans say it's the worst song on her discography.
Really?
But I should have not told you that.
So it is. It's like the fucking Marvel Civil War of
facts.
Honestly,
I like the new UI. I like the new UI that that's in Discord for like the things.
That song is definitely not worse than that song she did with Brendan Urie.
Bro, you know what song's really good?
That song
is
Imagine good.
Dragons cover of Blank Space.
That is good.
And
I've had that song liked for like years now.
Dude, that shit bangs. Zach played that shit for me.
It always goes okay, start out. We're gonna
right.
It always starts with like okay, guys, we're gonna do. It's like them talking,
right? Yeah, well, yeah, because it's like a Spotify session.
Band talking in a live session.
It's cool. Yeah, and it fucking bangs. It's really good. But yeah, no. So the songs that they blew up, right? I mean, they like catapulted him and Ryan Lewis to stardom, right? But they're really good. Like he had shit out beforehand. Like he had either 1 or 2 EPs. I can't remember. I think 2 at least, because one of them had White Privilege Part 1 on it, and then the other one was like Other Side, which he references in Starting Over. So like he was doing like underground shit for a long time, like in Seattle before this album.
Macklemore, my favorite
really
underground rapper.
We used to know a guy who like exclusively listened to underground YouTube rappers for like 7 years.
You know Macklemore had those mixtape beats with Madlib, bro. You know, I'm kidding.
He had that good ass poo poo.
But yeah, but I feel like the songs that really blew up on this album, like I know it sold a lot. I mean, it sold like hella copies. But
yeah,
I feel like I never heard anyone ever talk about the other songs on this album. And my top 3 tracks, I don't think are any of the songs that are like the biggest ones on the album.
Come on now.
So this is one of the
Come on now.
Come on.
Wait, you said the 3 biggest songs is not the best on this album?
I think my top 3 probably wouldn't be the ones that like threw this album into like
Same Love isn't in your top 3. Interesting.
Sounds
sounds like you're a bit wishy-washy on the subject matter.
No,
sounds like you're a bit
good. No, they're good songs. I don't think there's a bad song on the album, but I'm like, if I had to choose my top 3 favorite, I don't think it'd be like the 3 like globally renowned tracks from the fucking album. like I mean, literally global. Like this shit was insane. How like. Was it you that said you heard Thrift Shop like the day before it was everywhere, or was that our friend Tyler? That was you?
Yeah, I like stumbled upon it on the iTunes store, and I was like, "Hey, this is kind of good." And like,
and then like the next week it was everywhere.
I think it was literally the next day at middle school. Like I walked in and saw like heard people playing it and saw a couple people like singing it and stuff, and I was like, "What the hell?" Like,
see, I still to this day I had that with Radioactive like 3 weeks before it blew up. It came on like my Pandora while I was playing Black Ops 2 Zombies, and I put my Turtle Beach microphone into the earphone for the people who I was in game chat with. I'm like, y'all gotta hear this shit,
guys. This song's so good.
Our friends like probably Tyler, Jake, and I'm assuming Zach probably at the time, but I was like, yo, this shit's really good. And then it was a global phenom. But yeah, I mean, I really fuck with this album, and I wanted to have a broader audience either vindicate or crucify me based on that. So that's what this is. This is a jury.
Let's go.
This is a
Let's
trial
go.
by peers. I don't know.
Who gets to be Pontius Pilate? I want to be Pontius Pilate.
Well, I mean,
I want to send Jamie to
Pontius.
A very interesting historical figure, might I add.
Pontius.
And then one of you has to be the angry mob who Pontius Pilate is trying to appease, and though he feels impartial about the sentence he's carrying out, he's just doing it to keep his job in the falling Roman Empire. He just wants political power because he was kind of corrupt and a shitty governor. So he was just listening to the crowd more than anything.
I want to be Barabbas.
Hell yeah.
I want to be the murderer.
The murderer set free.
Murderer set free.
Anyone who didn't grow up in Sunday school.
The Bible is very historically interesting, even not from a religious standpoint, but there's a lot of interesting shit and how you could look at the inflation in the Roman government and how they were getting all of their denaries back and then melting them down with less and less silver. So they were worth less, but then they were pocketing the extra silver because they were in financial ruin from all the wars they were waging. History's neat, folks. All right? I'll fucking say it.
Inflation's not real. Just melt more money.
I will absolutely be the fucking 60-year-old history buff war reenactment type shit. Not that far. That's a waste of time. Yeah. But I'll read about it.
You buying the uniform and everything?
I feel like Jamie could vibe with that crowd later on.
I could probably vibe with them, but I wouldn't participate.
I don't know. I feel like maybe you could.
I want to see.
If anything, I'm gonna get into model airplanes, RC, really expensive RC airplanes and shit.
I want to see you shoving the wad down in the musket, putting the gunpowder in the top.
Hang on, boys! I blew my wad. That misfire.
Oh Lord! Give me, take 5.
Stuff my wad in the barrel.
Oh man.
You remember when you were a kid and you learned that the word muzzleloader was called that because you load the gun by putting the ammunition and powder through the muzzle?
What, muzzle loader?
GD, just fucking country shit, I guess.
And it's
never heard anyone talk about muzzle loaders when you were younger? Saying it like that too, muzzle loader. It sounds like one word.
Muzzle loader. It's good practice.
I watched a fascinating video by Destino on Smarter Every Day about the physics of tractor pulls the other day. That shit was sick. It was so cool.
It's smart practice, great practice to put the stock of the muzzleloader on the ground and look directly into the barrel while you.
Well, you want to make sure the bullet's all the way in there, yeah.
Yeah, you got to look straight down the barrel.
But yeah, so
disclaimer:
so
this is a satirical podcast.
No, everything we say is fact, law, and medical advice.
Dude, stop. We actually have to say that you can't actually look down the barrel with the gun and pull over. No.
This is not medical advice. Look, we just have to we can't start off doing public safety announcements now. If anything, we have to start off by not cursing for the first 2 minutes for the YouTube algorithm. That's
Fair
something
enough.
we have not successfully done
Fair
yet.
enough.
So
yeah.
we got places to go before people start thinking we have medical advice on our channel.
We need to start. We need to start doing a little curse jar thing, like a first blood in a Call of Duty match, and whoever pops the first curse word.
Dude, I'm telling you, man. I gotta once there's a Black Friday sale on Stream Decks. Bro, we're all having soundboards.
I'm not gonna lie, Stream Decks seem a little bit overhyped, Jamie. I feel like there are better products out there. Maybe that's just me.
I've looked into it. I don't for the price that they are, I don't think there is. Based on my research. I mean, that's all.
So I don't know what you're talking about, but
you don't have to stream. You could use it for this podcast. You could have sound effects and and like screen overlay shit.
I wanna
Maybe that one would be kind of hard to work out.
I want to get all the PowerPoint sound effects on my Stream Deck.
Does PowerPoint have sound effects?
Like the like animation sound effects. Like whenever something flies into the screen, and there's a laser noise. It's like pew.
I didn't know that. I don't know the last time. Well, I guess actually our weekly meetings have PowerPoints, but for the most part, we do not use PowerPoints at work.
It's really tacky. Like it's not like none of them sound good.
It'd be like a 2007 PowerPoint.
Yeah.
Where people went crazy with animations and all that shit and
transitions.
Yeah. Or it would be funny that like if you were trying to be funny, you could just like spam like 5 of them on top of each other or something, or like
those autoplay with the little, you hide the fucking icon so you can't find the music to stop it.
Yeah.
So then you skip 4 slides and have to go back, and then it does it. It autoplays the thing again. Yeah, man, PowerPoint's great.
Yeah. Make it like
I can't wait to be in a managerial role and make a Prezi for my fucking office presentation.
Prezi, bro.
Yeah.
The Prezis when they'd like zoom out, it'd be like a tree, and it'd be like going like on each branch. Prezi was a different.
Dude, and
I never did Prezi.
People were like, "Holy shit!" Oh my!
Like you can
God.
zoom in how far?
Bro, I'm gonna make a Prezi and have the maximum canvas size and just do the 4 quadrants, like the 4 corners, like, as far as you can go. Fucking, you're scrolling like the Dirt 3 map, like you're going so far away. But so, as 2 people who I assume have not checked out this album before, what did you guys think?
I mean, I knew like some songs.
That's true. You referenced White Walls last week.
I wanna be free. Actually. You know, it was a decent album. I think there are a couple songs I liked that I didn't expect to like. Well, not that I say that. There's also I also didn't realize that one TikTok audio is from this as well.
What is?
Which is like the I wanna fly. Can't. That's why I said. That's why I said that. And it's a Fortnite montage.
Wings, yeah.
Because there was this TikTok. Like okay, it was like in very motivational like TikToks, but it was like what was it like? It was like there was like this hilarious, like it was like gym ones, but then there also was like one Fortnite where it's like my mom kicked me out and left me in a garbage can when I was 3 years old, and I had to find my way back. And it's like this dude doing like Fortnite trick shot. It's definitely like some copied ass clip, but it's like it was just the funniest shit
Bro,
ever.
I love there's a lot of things I don't like about the internet. But there's some things I really like are satirical, like Fortnite edits and fucking like throwback Modern Warfare 2 trick shot edits. Like the one where it's the girl who looks a little like Gabby Hanna shouting like, what if it is all that we have in the world and it doesn't matter because it's just, and it's like, I'm pretty sure it's
aliens are coming to get us.
And then it's like, it goes into the stay.
Yeah, I know, dude. That's such a good
30 Seconds to Mars with the fucking Modern Warfare 2 clip. That is like peak just internet editing to me. That shit is so goddamn funny.
That and like the MLG clips.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, the MLG clips back in the day.
Our friend Dylan making the MLG edits for our multimedia webpage design
for literal
videos.
School projects.
For literal school projects, dude. Me and another of a guy who we were kind of friends with in high school, we had that class together, and I hate that I missed the Dylan era because Dylan might be like one of the most naturally comedically gifted people I know. Like he's always been one of the funniest people I've known, and fucking I just hate that I missed that, but we still had a lot of fun. There was the YouTube channel Funhouse.
Yeah,
maybe Dylan's channel.
Who? No. That's not him. That was like a Rooster Teeth sub channel and shit over on the West Coast. But they made the funniest style of videos, and there was a guy, me and him would use like their formats for our class project. But dude, Dylan made some of the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life.
I remember one time we had to turn in this like 30-second like video that we made in Windows Movie Maker.
Dude, we had to make all our shit in Movie Maker. That was horrendous.
It had to have some certain effects in it in order to meet the project criteria, and it had to be 30 seconds. And I just remember that he like stole the FaZe Clan YouTube intro, and it was like 15 seconds long. It was half of his video.
Dude, he would just do the funniest shit, man.
I just thought it was hilarious. I was like,
it was great that we had like teachers at the time who we had like the internet-based classes with. Like they also had a sense of humor, and they like knew that they were sleeper classes for us, but like. We actually tried, so they kind of let us get away with more than like the people who didn't try. But dude, I made a fake travel vlog for one of our videos highlighting a building at our school that was just so shitty. There's another one that had Zach drinking corn in slow motion. It was like 15 seconds of it, and it was a stop motion video, and it was just a video of Zach drinking corn.
Dude, the old middle school, I remember like filming some shit outside where this dude like. It was like to the Family Guy intro. He like put his own words.
Oh man,
he was like,
"Oh, that's funny."
I know it was something about like, I can't remember exactly, but I can't remember. It was like definitely really crazy, and it was like filmed from like so far away, and like you can like barely hear the audio
because you're filming on like iPods and iPhone 4s,
and then we had like that FX like app, and like he got like shot with a rocket at the end when you like add shit in, dude.
That shit where the effect has like you can clearly see where the PNG has like a horizon line.
Yeah.
So it's like explosions, and it's just half of their bodies under the explosion.
It's so good, dude.
Oh man.
But anyways,
bro, I hate that I didn't work in software in that time, because you could have made $1 billion off of dumbass 10-year-olds with iPods. I hate that. I miss that fucking.
Literally, bro. You could have.
I don't know, but like $1 or a $3 app, you could have made millions off of kids.
Yeah. There's definitely people who cashed out. I definitely bought some of that. I would get like an iTunes gift card and be like, exactly. Which apps am I gonna buy this time?
Kid paying the like 23-year-olds who made get rich quick shit. Now they just invested smartly and are living off of like residuals from that. Like. The fact that not the doodle jump, but the Flappy Bird guy was like a millionaire off of that shit. You just tap a screen,
but then he spawned.
So easy to program, dude.
But he spawned in a whole nother like after that, like iPhone apps were never the same.
I was gonna say that kind of like spawned like catch app, right? Yeah.
Yeah. And that kind of like broke the scheme. That was like the final one.
It did, and it's like. They weren't like they're still I guess original ones, but I feel like it's not like what it used to be, you know.
They're straight up. I feel it so much.
Like people were just always creating like did you ever play Graffiti Ball? I don't know if you remember that one. We were talking about dude, fucking Graffiti
Ball.
Dude,
my shit was like Nin Jump, Doodle Jump.
Dude, yeah.
At the
like the what was it, like Boomerang or something? It was like it had like the B and the like Graffiti Ball and Nin Jump were made by the same company.
Yeah.
Let me see real quick.
I don't remember.
Mini Clip.
Nin Jump.
Dude,
Backflip Studios. It had the B in the yeah.
And that was like the first catch app before like the catch app thing, really.
It was. But they made quality games though. I'm not gonna lie. They made quality games. Unless you don't think so, Jamie.
Do you think kids like? Do you think there are people like listening to the show who are like, I don't know, because we're like 23. Yeah, we're all 23. Like, there are people who probably just like don't know what we're talking about, which is so weird to think of. Like there are probably people who just don't know the thrill of getting a new high score on the school bus playing Temple Run. You know what I mean?
Playing Jetpack Joyride.
That's fucked up.
Oh, dude.
There are people who,
Ragdoll Blaster,
bro. Dude, Ragdoll, dude, that shit was awesome. My favorite was jet car stunts. What was it?
I don't remember that one.
Oh, that shit was sick.
You ever play like Porta Potty Racers or something?
I've heard, what was it? Hill Climb Racers. That was another one that you could play.
Yeah, Hill Climb was
Fun
good.
Run, dude. That fucks me up, bro. There are people who've only known the catch app era, dog.
Dude, I know, bro. I know, bro.
They don't remember when the iPhone 4S had the glass on the back and it would shatter, bro. And people would
they don't
use
remember
Sharpie and Expo markers to color the cracks and then post it on Tumblr.
Literally, dude. Oh god. Okay, we gotta. We talk about nostalgia forever, dude.
They don't remember when 90% of iPhone 6s bent at a 30-degree angle because people kept them in their back pocket.
Did you have a bent one? Didn't yours bend?
I did.
Oh, yeah, you had one of that. You
Wait, did yours actually?
Yeah,
bend?
dude.
Yeah,
I think
he's been too caked up our whole life.
Yeah,
He's been too thick.
Yeah, I'm a back pocket caked up kind of guy.
He's caked up.
Did you get a refund?
He's caked up with hella calf. You know, that's Nick.
Did you get a refund though?
No. And also I'm not sure how it actually happened. I think I like dropped it off my nightstand one day and then I picked it up and I was like, oh great, my phone is bent at a 30-degree angle.
And then it was like a thing that people would post like this isn't saying this is a good behavior of the internet, but it was a thing where like girls in high school would post like pictures of their bent phone and be like, oh no, like I bent my phone in my back pocket, and people would be like, you don't have enough ass, and it became like a thing. Where, like,
you're talking about
like you didn't do that with your ass, and I'm like, damn, that's fucked up, bro. That's fucked up.
That's crazy, bro.
People be tearing each other down, you know, for clout. But yeah, this album is great. And so about the time frame that we were going through, all of the things we just talked about for 15 minutes.
I was about to say, I remember
23 and old as shit. That's when this album dropped and was in vogue, I feel like.
Mm-hmm. I have a distinct memory of, like, I remember her name also, and it was like my morning. I'm not gonna say her name, but
it was their first thrift shop experience, bro.
No, like, dude.
Wait.
Oh, do you want to say it before me, Jamie, or you want me to? There was this girl, and so it was like morning homeroom, right?
Okay, yep.
And she's like, oh my god, like she was like kind of like a, I feel like she was basic for that time, you know. She had like the infinity scarf, you know. Like, anyways,
Cookie Monster pajama pants.
Monster flat bill. We had Smod, remember? So we didn't have.
You had what?
Smod. We talked about this, right?
Bro, what the fuck is smog?
Standard mode of dress. Standard mode of dress.
Is that like a?
It's not a uniform. Okay. It's a standard mode of dress. So there were like a couple colors of collared shirts that we could pick from, but then there were a couple.
Bro, that's still a
uniform. Colors of khakis we could pick from.
That's still a uniform. Yeah. That's just a stricter dress
code.
Well,
no, a uniform. That's not a uniform. A uniform would have been way worse. That's the same clothes. That's Phineas and Ferb cartoon type shit, bro. Okay, I don't.
Listen, Jamie.
They had
the freedom to mildly choose. All right.
Yeah, people wore like sweater vests and stuff, and like, you know, really just cool. Like was going. They could experiment a little bit with their style, you know, not a lot, obviously, but so what happened? So she came in and she was like, "Oh, you guys have heard of thrift shop?" And I didn't really listen to music like that back in the day. Like my mom was playing like, you know, Christian radio every single morning, so I didn't like know.
And me and my friend KZL.
I think KZL. So my friend Will was like, no, we haven't heard that. And so then she just like played it out loud and was like, I remember hearing just like that, what? And I was like,
walk up.
I remember like not like cock. Loving. Yeah, no, I remember like I didn't like. I felt like so indifferent about the song because like I had no idea what like music was at that point. I was just like, wow, somebody just made this.
Listening to a G, D, and an A chord every day of your life, you didn't know what music was?
No, but
Christian music is 4 chords.
Which is kind of funny. Like Macklemore was definitely like an adult at that point, and like I'm like, who is he making music for? But like it definitely got picked up by like early middle school, like or late middle school, like early high school people.
Which is like an interesting thing because especially the songs that blew up, like Can't Hold Us, that's like a hype, like party song, right?
Oh
like,
yeah,
that like
I feel like
high school,
that
college,
was,
that's got to be that one.
That was. I feel like that was everywhere. Can't Hold Us was.
Can't Hold Us, especially like the summer after this shit dropped. I think this shit dropped in fall. Thrift Shop blew up in the spring school year, and then Can't Hold Us was everywhere that summer. Rightfully so. I mean, it's still in like almost all of my like summer playlists that I make. Like it's a fucking banger of a song.
I remember it was in the what's it called? The YouTube Rewind also.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Which was
exactly.
With like it was like the slow-mo guys like at the very back, like
Bro, Gavin Dan, my
dude,
boys.
it's so
my
good.
boys.
It's so good, bro. So good. Anyways.
Dude,
like
Rewind used to
nostalgia
mean something
episode.
before the fucking Will Smith one.
Dude, looking back, that one was kind of funny now because of how much it got clowned on though.
Right.
Like
yeah, exactly.
Like we can appreciate
it.
it
Did not
post
deserve
art.
that. Like it wasn't great, but it didn't deserve being like the most surpassing "Baby" by Justin Bieber as the most disliked video of all
That's
time.
hilarious. That was back. That was like back where like the kill Justin Bieber memes. Like
Right?
also
Dude,
this was
I
like
like playing Happy.
the internet was ruthless. When the internet was being born, is
playing
ruthless.
Happy Wheels in sandbox mode and doing axe throw levels where the kid was JB. Like Justin Bieber, like lookalikes were getting axes thrown at them in the fucking online flash game.
Oh god, that's Happy Wheels to this day probably still has not even filled out like that character selection. There was like they always had like 25
Happy Wheels
characters.
1 might be like my dad's favorite video game I ever tried to like get him to
Happy
play
Wheels
with.
2?
I think he really enjoyed Happy Wheels 1. And like looking back, I was like 11. or not even. I was like 12 or 13. And
Hey, son, what you doing?
Probably should not have been letting me play that, but he was just like, "Can I have a turn?"
I'm shredding this old man in some sort of gear apparatus.
Exactly. And he'd be like, "Oh, that's crazy. Let me have a turn."
But for going back to this,
dude, my dad's the best.
I think he did a really good job like sampling, maybe not sampling voices, but getting like background vocals. Like I feel like there was a lot of background vocals
so
that were
many
like
killer hooks and features on this album. Like,
yeah,
there's
they're
some
like
songs on
absolutely
this,
amazing.
The hook and feature are what like he's good in it, but they're like what make the song.
Yeah,
It's really good.
And like even like 10,000 hours starting out like that, like 10,000 hours, whatever that is. Like the background is just so good.
Starting over,
isn't it fucking crazy how pervasive The Prince by Machiavelli is in just like modern society?
The Prince by Machiavelli.
Yeah, that's where the idea of 10,000 hours of practice makes like that's what it takes to be an expert at whatever subject.
Okay, yeah. That is kind of cool.
I mean, it's bars. It's true. You know, it's facts. It's facts, dog. Facts.
Nothing but the facts, dog.
Yeah,
nothing but the facts.
Starting over, that song, the hook is by the singer for Band of Horses, Ben Bridwell.
I didn't know who that was, but their voice sounded vaguely familiar, especially because I've been listening to a lot of No One's Gonna Love You Like I Do recently.
Yeah.
Dude, I've been back on my blonde, like, Lover, You Should Have Come Over by Nothing But Thieves.
I feel like you've said this literally every week for the past like 6 podcasts.
Yeah, I know.
I've been listening to Blonde so much recently.
No, it's been heavy this past week.
I've been listening to Blonde so much recently.
Yeah, my life's actually going really good, actually. Yeah.
But that's crazy. So I heard that dude's voice.
Damn, that's crazy.
I've done it for a long time, and I'm like, this has to be someone. Like someone. There's no way this person doesn't have a career of their own. So that's the Band of Horses guy?
All right.
Yeah. I heard it and I was like, yeah, that's Ben Bridwell. And I looked it up and I was like, okay, yeah.
See, I knew it was Ben Bridwell, but I didn't know who that was.
Yep.
Dude, I love Starting Over. Very good. Very good song. But yeah, I mean, like starting off with 10,000, like you talked about. Fuck. Dude. Google Docs is great, but
I hear that EVGA keyboard.
Yeah, dude, you got one too? You got one too? Pan down, pan down. Just kidding.
Oh,
Pan down.
Yeah. Wait.
Yo, what
Legalize
RGB?
nuclear
Oh, Nick's got that no RGB on. I've got the fucking
Rod shot, bro.
I've got like where you hit it and you like.
I like those. I also like the one that causes ripples, but it's really distracting when you try to use it for anything, so I can't do it.
Exactly. I like
it's really cool, but
it's
if you
cool
try to play like in this lighting, play a game like Warzone or some shit, and you're just like
oh god,
your brain fucking fries. But yeah, I mean, this album starts with 10,000 hours. I never talked about it. My first thrift shop experience was my friend playing it for his mom, who is a big Christian music listener.
Oh, no.
She was like, "Hey, what are you you playing rap in the car?" He was like, "No, it's cool." He talks about like this song's about like, trying to get people to go thrift shopping and save money, and it was like the clean version. So she was like, "I'll let it slide," but you can still tell she was kind of uneasy.
Hey, bro.
But
yeah, that's fine. Sure.
Have her do that thing where like you're rapping along to it, but you're 12 around like parents, so you have to also drop out like the curse words.
Walk up in the club like, "What up? I got a big."
Doesn't
it definitely
the,
goes
Radiohead
like
have,
that.
like the rooster noise instead of.
I think so.
But yeah,
it's so funny.
it starts off with 10,000.
Radiohead, it
I
was so
fuck
funny.
with that. I think it's a piano at the beginning, but the intro is really good.
I hope the guy decides to talk through if the people decide to walk with them, regardless of pitchfork, cosigns I've jumped. Make sure the sound man doesn't cock block the drums with a snare.
Yeah, I really like that. But I really like.
This song's pretty good.
It as an intro, how it kind of, as he says, like the band fades away, like the band leaves the stage, the music fades away, and then it kind of the music itself does that. A lot of really good texture painting throughout this album, which is. Feels like a weird thing to say when the album has Thrift Shop on it, but it's real music. It won a Grammy, dude.
I promise it's real music.
He won Album of the Year, bro. But it's really cool how it fades in, and then he says, like, welcome to the heist.
We actually
and
have
then it goes into Can't Hold Us. That shit is lit, honestly.
Yeah.
I really like that as an intro. It's very good.
And you wanted an encore, but there's no encore today, because the moment is now. Can't get it back from the grave. Part of the show, it all fades away. Lights go to black, band leaves the stage. You wanted an encore, but there's no encore today, cause the moment is now, can't get it back from the grave. Welcome to the heist. Welcome to the heist. Welcome to the heist. Welcome to the heist. Welcome to the heist.
I'm about to say he kind of like intros his own album.
It's kind of hard.
Welcome to the heist.
Welcome to the heist. And it's good.
And they can't hold us. The like fucking like what is that? It sounds like close, like doors closing. I don't even know. It's like or like the clapping of like the stand. I don't like. I always think of doors closing. Whatever.
But like it starts off so hype at the beginning and goes the whole way through. I love that song.
It does, dude. It does.
So good.
Return to the Mac. Get on what it is, what it does, what it is, what it isn't. Looking for a better way to get up out of bed instead of getting on the internet and checking a new hit. Me get.
Oh my gosh.
That was like I said I mentioned
trumpets come in at perfect times, like
and then the trombones with the dude. This song was stupid lit. Being in marching band and playing this in the stands during football games. That shit was especially because I played alto sax all throughout, like from middle school to high school, and that part where it goes the
can we go back?
Fuck, dude! Now my fucking like the part before that, like with the bridge. I can't remember what it says there. But it's like the call and response, like, hey, like that shit. We had that part. The trumpets and the sax had that part, and that shit was so fun to play. That was such a good time. And so that bridge section still fucking goes so hard. That song from start to finish is great.
Dude, insane.
Go hard like I got an 808 in my heartbeat.
Go hard like an 808 in my heartbeat. I've been in the beat to the street to the great ice. I can't week. And then it drops and he goes, hard, and then he keeps going, right? He's going.
Dude, that song is so fucking so good. Like lit.
Nick, please tell me you enjoy it as much as we do, dude.
I don't enjoy it as much as you do, but it is undeniably good.
Okay.
As much as I think this album is cringe, and as like as many songs as like I listen to, and I'm like,
Nick,
I can't get past it. I
Forget the
can't get
cringe.
like I embrace. This song isn't even really cringe. It's like it's just good. I was gonna say I embrace the cringe, but it's more than that. Like,
You don't have to embrace the cringe. Cringe is a construct, bro.
Yeah.
Embrace the lyricism.
I think cringe is I feel like cringe was created from a lot of lyrics on this album. This was this album was the patient zero of cringe in my book.
I don't know if that's it, bro.
Definitely not. Bro, this is a heartfelt expose on this album.
Cringe also has a time element to it, I feel like. So a little bit, you know?
Like, you think that cringe is expired? What do you mean?
Well, like My Gird is kind of cringe now, you know?
Yeah, because it's been so long.
Yeah.
And then there's other ones that they're cringe in the moment when you're youthful and you're like,
yeah,
he's talking about fucking gay people on music. And then you get older and you're like, oh damn, this is fucking goes hard. But I was a woke
some Lil
child,
Wayne lyrics. You're
so
like, there's no way. There's no way he just said this.
I was a woke child.
I listened to a song.
I was a big fan of Same Love. I was an ally from an early age.
Yeah.
Not to brag or anything,
That's hilarious.
but
No, there's a Yeet song, and I was listening to that and Broccoli, which both references like Columbine. Like, there's a decent amount of like rappers that like mention that.
Eminem
like,
references Columbine.
Yeah, I'm like, what the, like.
I think on
wait, what is it, the Broccoli lyrics like?
No, that the Broccoli one is like it's in like the first 5 lines or something.
It's so soon.
It's kind of.
So
Hey, little mama, would you like to be my sunshine person? Touch my ice. We gonna turn this shit to like.
Yeah,
dude, they are ruthless with the lyrics,
bro. It's even weirder when you move to Colorado and you don't know that Columbine is just a flower that the school and area happen to be named after. That's what the high school is named after. Whenever you drive around, you see Columbine Street in like every town.
Wow.
And then you realize, it's just a very prevalent southwestern flower. Just unfortunate.
Was Columbine in Colorado?
I don't think Columbine. Maybe.
No, but
I thought it was.
Yeah, no, like
it doesn't really
just thinking of lyrics that didn't age well. It's so crazy to look back at. Like I could go over like a whole list.
Oh yeah,
but
it's over. It's over in Littleton, which is in the Denver metro
Littletown?
area. No, okay. Littleton.
But yeah, no, Can't Hold Us. Amazing. Thrift Shop. Was it overplayed though?
I don't think so. I never disliked the song.
I never really liked this song. To be honest,
I love it. It's a great song.
Actually, maybe I did.
Dude,
but like,
fucking probably should have washed this. Smells like R. Kelly sheets. That is so funny.
That is really funny.
There's so many great,
maybe I did. Yeah,
and then with the beat,
there are a couple like.
I don't know. I've always fucked with the song.
Okay, Ryan Lewis snapped on this one.
Okay, buddy.
Nick, I think you're just a fucking hater, bro.
Yeah,
I don't know. Nick, so do you think it got overplayed? Then I take it.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yes.
And listening back this week again because it's been like months since I listened to this album. I was like, hell yeah.
Fair enough. It
goes hard.
Different strokes for different folks. Whatever puts your goat in an inner tube.
Nothing on my fringe game. Hell no.
Okay, there's a lot of good one-liners in this.
I could take some pro wings, make him cool, sell those. Sneakerheads would be like, yo, he got the Velcro.
Nah, he got the Velcro. Dude, okay. I don't know why, but like the culmination of like, the sound sometimes sounds corny. Okay, honestly, my favorite part back in the day was when he went, Goodwill, poppin' tags.
Really? That's the part that I
It's like some like little kid.
Didn't like.
It's some little kid going, yeah. Like, it's so funny.
I was also, okay, so the other thing with this is like, yeah, it's kind of nostalgia-y, but this album also came out at a time when like I was the like woke kid, you know? Like I was like.
You were a woke kid in middle school?
Yeah, I was like, dude, it's just like consumerism and like, it's like, why would you spend that much money on clothes and like, yeah, gay people deserve rights because they're humans too. You know, that's all it took to be woke in Yakin County.
You were better than me, Jamie. That's okay. All of 17. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, no, I was like the painfully woke kid though. Like I was probably a dickhead about it.
Okay.
I don't have any core memories with that, but I just assume that I was like,
repression is part of every
the nice guy woke kid. It was weird. I like could have gone down an
He's a
incel
nice
path,
guy.
and then I like broke out of
nice
that part
guy.
and like went into the like respectable citizen path. Thankfully,
mental repression is part of every healthy middle school experience. You know.
yeah, like I didn't get bullied in middle school, but I think back and I'm like, bro, that shit was like, shut up, you fucking tool, shut the.
I don't even know what was that. I was dripped out of my smod in middle school, bro.
Jordan was dripped out in his sweater vest.
Actually, never wore a sweat. Actually, they made fun of me. I purple was my favorite color to wear, and like I had like 7 purple shirts, and then they started making fun of me like I just wore the same shirt every day.
Hey,
and like,
Barney.
It hurt my feelings, bro. It hurt. I dead ass remember like it hurting my feelings. I was like,
Bro, and that sucks because like purple is a hard color. Like purple's such a good color.
It was purple, yellow, white, and black, and I was
What
like,
the hell?
purple was my favorite. Yeah.
Purple, yellow, white.
Sounds like a colorblind person made that scheme.
Are you LSU? Like what the fuck?
Well, we were the purple dragon, so black and white were neutral colors, and the dragon was purple with like a yellow tummy, you know, or like horns and shit. So
Yellow tummy.
oh wait, put
I don't know why. It was so funny hearing you just say the word tummy.
The dragon had a yellow tummy.
Dragon had a yellow tummy. I don't know why that was so funny. But yeah, so like thrift shop came out at the time.
Wait.
But it
Real
stems
quick.
from me being like we weren't broke as kids, but my mom was just like, no, you get like 1 pair of shoes a year, and like I'm not buying you new clothes unless you need them, kind of shit. So like,
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, it's sick to save money on clothing. I heard fucking, that's $50 for a t-shirt, and I was like, fuck yeah. And I still am like that, but I'm not like evangelizing that type of shit, you know?
Dude, I'm sorry. I just looked up our like our logo, and I don't think we had like a consistent logo.
Bro,
to be honest,
that's going on the mood board. We gotta put the fucking purple dragon. With the
I gotta show you the. Oh wait, hold on. I gotta show you really quickly.
Jordan's going to school dripped up like a middle-aged accountant with the
like a PNG.
with the he's wearing Hey Dudes before they were cool.
Dude, I don't. We had
Bro,
no
hey, dude,
sort of
that
like.
shit, oh my god.
I'm pretty sure we just had like words as our mascot, to be honest, because like there's no way.
Bro, I was listening to the thrift shop when you had to buy music on iTunes before like Spotify and Apple Music were like really prevalent,
yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, so then after you leave that, it goes into Thin Line, which I actually have always really liked on this album. I really like Thin Line.
Dude, I don't know. I feel like as soon as Buffalo Madonna started talking, I was like, "This is I hate this dude's voice." Or I think it's a dude, right?
See, I don't know, but I really like the like Buffalo Madonna choruses in the song.
And on and on and on we go. And on and on and on we go. Oh, love what we had, but now it's gone. Let's leave before we eat each other alive.
Thin Line is alright.
I don't know about that.
I thought, I don't know. I liked
Kind of a mellow vibe.
The part where it, with Macklemore, where it's like the cold world and getting my heart thawed any second could like pop off shit like that shit. I've always been like, yo, that's kind of the energy rises there. I've always liked that part.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's a good song. Like I've always liked it. I don't necessarily love it. I think it's interesting, and it kind of, it's like an interesting introspection into a relationship
sounds like
dynamic, but
maybe like the content I didn't look into, but he like sounds like the whitest dude ever, like trying to rap. Like, and I know Macklemore, again, I think Macklemore does a good job. Like, obviously there is like something to say about white people in rap, like a traditionally black culture,
right, I mean, like Eminem
scene,
pretty widely regarded as like one of the like top 10 or 20 greats. of the
Yeah.
genre.
Wait, who?
Eminem.
Oh yeah. I thought you said Macklemore for a second. I was like,
No. I mean, I think he's great, but he's definitely not like. I mean, maybe
But,
top 100.
yeah.
if that. But
this dude sounds like he's like Weird Al Yankovic or something, or like without the accent somehow, and like not funny. I don't know.
Macklemore or Buffalo Madonna.
Buffalo Madonna.
See, I think
Like he's like,
Buffalo
and
Madonna.
then I got a pancake, and then I went to the roller skate, and then I had it. I was like, what the fuck?
But he just sings. What do you mean? No, we go. No, we go. Like, that's all he does.
Wait, what? What's all he does?
Like he just sings the like choruses.
Wait, who the fuck is the guy who sings like in the middle?
They're like, and on we go. And on we go. Oh, like he just sings the like refrain, like hook, whatever's.
No,
Walks that thin.
it's the guy who's like
line and I'm out of my
at
head.
145. Listen at 145.
Didn't believe in love until we fell out. Gave the keys back, now I'm on the homie's couch. Always going out, sleeping around with strangers. Danger, but you can't live without her. Now you're paranoid, checking on her cell phone. Making sure she ain't like you alone. Haven't made love with the lights still on. It's like you're hiding something from me.
At 145.
Who is that?
Okay, I just looked up Buffalo Madonna. I don't know what they look like. He looks like Jack. What? Bleachers.
Arlo?
Antonov.
Antonov. Yeah, I thought that was him pictured with Ryan Lewis. It's Buffalo Madonna.
That's
I
funny.
dead ass thought that was. You said 135.
145.
So I'm trying
145.
I'm not to have dead air with the listener here.
It doesn't sound like Macklemore.
Okay, that is him, I guess. Yeah, I forgot about that part.
Yeah.
Because
I was about to say that's the part I hate, dude. That's the part I hate.
Gotcha. Okay, now I see.
He's like, then I got a Cheerio and went to the Birrio Caca. Okay, then I went to the Urium.
Now I
I'm
see.
like, what the hell?
Give a keys.
Do you
back,
see how it's
now
like-
I'm on the homies? It sounds like Hot Shell Ray.
Yeah. Oh, it does. It does, guys.
It really does.
It does, dude.
Double D
I'm like,
chicks
what
hugging. I got racks on racks. Like,
backs on backs?
dude, fucking Hot Shell Ray. What a dude. This is like, I did not expect this to be such a fucking nostalgia trip.
So many of these artists only
I
exist
don't know.
like on this album. Like
Yeah.
Buffalo Madonna, his only Spotify credit is this song.
Really?
Yeah,
Was he like a friend of theirs? Like, I don't know.
I guess like.
Was he
I
just
think
like a homie who jumped on the track and was like, I don't know, fucking my pen name is this. Like, who?
Buffalo Madonna.
Dude, they literally, on Genius, they have two popular songs, Thin Line and Kings, both by Macklemore and Ryan Lewis.
That's funny.
But he's the vocalist for
only-
Mad Rad, which seems they put out an album in 2008 and 2010.
They didn't
That's
make it.
They were a hip hop group from Seattle, so I guess they were like Macklemore and Ryan Lewis, but they didn't make it. Interesting.
Yeah.
Dude, they stole our show,
They did
bro. We
not
had that
make
shit
it out
before.
the mud.
No.
But bro, if
They didn't make
you look at a
they didn't make
picture,
up the
he
hood
looks
with
like
this
Jack
one, bro.
Antonoff. Like, I swear to God, I thought that was him.
Fair enough.
Just Google image search Buffalo Madonna. It's him and Ryan Lewis. Him, Macklemore, and Ryan Lewis, and I thought it was Jack Antonoff.
Well, okay, but when you click on Ben Bridwell, it takes you to like a blank Spotify page also. But when you search him, it takes him to his actual page.
Well, look
So,
up
I don't
Mad
know.
Rad, because that's what I was looking on Genius as like the songwriter credit page. So I don't know that I didn't really look into the feature artists on this one. I'm not gonna lie.
Mad Rat only has 2 albums. Yeah.
Yeah, so they still only have the 2 that like Genius had.
Uh huh.
Interesting. I had never looked up who Buffalo Madonna was. I just assumed they had like some sort of more popularity than that. But that's funny. But it's followed by Same Love, which is another classic throwback banger. I've always loved that song.
That this one has stood the time. I think this one gets played a couple times over every Pride Month, to be honest, which is good. You know, it's
Which
not
is
like
fair. I mean, like it was one of the first songs, like as like okay, yes, I'm a cishet man, but like I said, I've always been kind of like I grew up in a church that was very like radical love, agape, Jesus's true teachings, believer type of Christian. So I've always been surrounded by like trans and queer people like my entire life. That's just, you know, they were just like, oh, that's just Miss Shirley. Like that's just a regular person to me. So like this song came out and I was like, this is how I'm gonna fucking revolutionize the Yadkin County kids, you know.
Okay. Did it work?
They kind of made fun of the song, but I was like, it's a good fucking song. I don't know what you mean. But a lot of the reactions...
Jamie was ahead of his time, dude.
A lot of the reactions to the song...
Jamie was born in the wrong generation. He should have been born in the future.
I should have been a true Gen Zer, not the fucking middle ground. No man.
Technically, you are Gen Zer, though.
Well, we are, but like we relate more to millennials, but like aren't... It's fucking...
Too late for millennials, too early for Gen Z. Generation 1.5.
So,
too
I
late
did a
for
thing.
Harry Potter, too early for too late for Ray Dunn, too early for Paw Patrol. You know what I mean, boys? But yeah, like the Same Love has always been a fucking banger. Like I love the intro. That piano is so good throughout.
Yeah.
With the Mary Lambert guest feature on it, her choruses are fucking great. The Keeps Me Warm part, that shit like is so haunting.
And I can't change, even if I tried, even if I wanted to. And I can't change, even if I tried.
I was gay.
Because like I feel like the song really has always stressed the fact that it's like it's not like this is nothing radical. These like it's just people wanting to be people and like have human rights.
Yeah.
Like, that's
Okay.
It. So
Can I see something, Jamie? Though.
Yeah.
Jordan said,
What about the lyric? When I was in the 3rd grade, I thought I was gay because I could draw. Tell me about that one.
I think it's really good. It's emblematic of how like how simplified being gay or straight was. Like there was no nuance in the discussion when he was a child, and even
But like
I would say when we were
drawing,
children.
like I feel like there's so many other things he could have picked. Like
Because
drawing?
I could draw, my uncle was, and I kept my room straight. That's 3 things, and those are 3 things that were like stereotypically like effeminate activities. Well, not the uncle part.
Really?
That's
Give me
like
my-
a hereditary kind of thing. But
Maybe I'm like my mom would like kill me if I didn't keep like clean my room. You know? I don't know.
well, right. But,
So your
but I
mom
don't-
is
but he's
making you
probably
gay,
saying,
yeah.
Like he keeps his room straight as like a natural order, not as like being disciplined by an authoritarian figure. Is
I
like,
guess.
because he liked to keep his room straight. Yeah.
Exactly. Because I kept my room straight.
I don't know. It's always
'Cause keeping
it's always like
keeping your room straight is different than having to clean your room.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that's the difference there. It's in language, and
you're right.
so. But that was the thing. Like this shit came out, and people like clowned on that kind of thing. But I'm like, no, this is like very like showing that society had like reduced it down to like this weirdly like a black and white thing. That it's like an issue, but it's just like there's nuance and humanity to this thing that no one is discussing here. And now, you know, we don't have that same perception, but like, you know, in the 90s, early 2000s, and even the like early 2010s, like if you were the slightest, like if you were a dude and were like, it was a big deal if you were a guy and were like pink when we were kids, because you were like a gay.
Oh yeah.
Like it's that
The
kind
real
of like,
men wear pink wave,
yeah,
bro.
like all that shit. And so I mean, like I really think that the first verse, as much as it gets clowned on, I think it like is very it shows how like there was a lack of nuance in the discussion of sexual orientation.
Yeah,
and there
yeah.
still is in a lot of ways.
Yeah,
But-
and he talks about
Yeah.
it in the second verse too. Like it went even beyond that. Like if you thought something was stupid, you would call it gay just because.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like he literally name dropped fucking YouTube. Like I remember that shit.
Yeah, like that was like just full in the comments. Like
anything that was like a video that people didn't like, they called it like it was like faking gay. Like that was like a meme to like and so yeah, I mean, and he talks about like we become so numb to what we're saying because I remember a point where like it kind of transitioned from gay being an insult and meaning like homosexual to just like being used as a like catch-all insult that like you weren't actually saying like it's wrong to be like a gay person, but it was still thrown around just like as a casual insult.
Yeah,
I mean, but like I feel like those like go hand in hand a little bit, like you know.
Yeah, and that's the point is like
right,
like
your
even
words matter.
Yeah, like even if you're like a 12-year-old kid who doesn't know what you're saying, like you shouldn't use a word that like describes a subset of people who have been shamed for the way that they feel for like all of time,
right.
just to say
like,
something
it's
stupid.
It's like being in 2022 and hearing people say like R word.
Yeah.
Instead of like dumb or stupid.
Yeah, it's
those
like
two words.
Bro, you couldn't just pick any other word.
Yeah, exactly. Like hearing someone say that in 2022, I go, I assume you're a Reddit user and you hate minorities. Like that's just what I assume based on that word, which is like that's a societal like connotation kind of thing. But
technically, gay means happy, so I was just trying to call them happy. Not my fault.
Yeah, so I think the song like the shit that people clown on, I'm like, well, it's because you got to look a little deeper, big dog.
True, bro. True.
But I've always loved the song and I still do. Like it's still. I mean, I remember when this song really got popular, posting on Instagram. Back when you would just post like you couldn't share songs from Spotify or Apple Music.
Yeah.
So I like screenshotted this song and posted it as my Instagram post. And the caption was, America the brave still fears what we don't know. That was it. That was the caption.
Beautiful.
That shit goes, I mean, that line is still, I mean, it's like, it's been a decade and it still is like so true. But it's fucking, that line goes hard.
Macklemore's a
societal
prophet.
Here we go. America the brave still fears what we, like the amount of times.
That is a good line. That is a good line.
Rampant Christian nationalism and like anti-Muslim sentiment. Or anti,
which he seems very religious also. So it's like,
yeah, and I'm not sure if he's like that kind of religious where like you're spiritual because you got clean or you're like a literal Christian. I don't know. You know what I mean?
I don't know
if it's like an ambiguous spiritualism or if like a Christian faith kind of thing. But Neon Cathedral harkens back to that too, which is very interesting, drawing an allegorical parallel between like religion and alcoholism. You know?
Yeah. And like in starting over, he definitely mentions like going to meetings. It sounds like he's going to AA, which is like which is usually like a Christian tied organization.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, and like a lot of people go to it just because it's like such a good reputable program. Yeah,
right.
That like gives accountability. It gives you accountability for your actions by like confessing these things.
Like the chips and having like the sponsors and because I once again I grew up in a church that was like we ran like AA and narcotics like NA programs as well and all types of shit like that. And so I like went to church with trans and queer people and people in various stages of recovery and spiritualism and all kinds of shit. So I was at like the prime age and time for this album to really resonate on so many levels for me.
There you go. As much as I say this album is corny, like the thing is that like so many songs on here were so freaking huge and like got radio play and like talked about things that the majority of America was still like feigning ignorance about. Not the majority of America, but like I guess like the majority of rural America. Like
especially like the environments we grew up in. Absolutely.
Yeah. Like I feel like we were still coming of age in a space with the internet where the internet was still pretty prevalent and becoming very popular, but like everyone was still on it enough to where it was like I feel like if you grew up in like a region with similar beliefs and similar population density, you probably had like a similar cultural experience. And and I'm sure there were like so many other people across the country in like I don't know. Well, in like South Carolina and like Alabama and places like that, where like they would play like Same Love on the radio, and then they'd be like, "Oh wow, like he's kind of making some decent points," or like they hear
this man kind
or
of
like
spitting facts.
yeah, they hear Can't Hold Us, and then they go and preview the other songs on iTunes, and they're like, "What's white privilege? What like what is he talking about?"
Yeah.
Dude, especially dropping fucking This Unruly Mess with White Privilege Part 2 on it.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's how you also know, like, I vaguely remember seeing criticism of like, oh, he's just capitalizing on like the social movement of the times, but like he dropped White Privilege 1 in like 2008 or 9 or something like that.
Got you. I was gonna say like
I was the only person I knew for a long time even knowing the phrase white privilege, and that's just because I went to a church that one of our programs was dismantling institutional racism in Winston-Salem. That's the only reason I knew that word.
Yeah.
Until like Macklemore put it on an album in like 2015 or whatever.
Church is like insane for a church, to be honest.
Dude, it's great. I am eternally thankful for my parents having the next door neighbor of the pastor when they first moved to North Carolina for like my dad's school. Like I'm so grateful for how that formed my like entire like worldview and just general view of humanity in general. Like it's every day I'm fucking thankful for that shit.
Every day he's shuffling.
Beep 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 beep.
But yeah, I mean, like, so Same Love is fucking, it's a banger. I like the right-wing conservative thinks his decision that you can be cured with some treatment and religion. Man-made rewiring of a predisposition playing God. Bar. Right there. So yeah, I mean, that song, I think it still stands like the test of time. Because it's like, it's still going on. Like,
yeah.
Every day you see like anti-trans bills and anti-like people who aren't cis-het bills in the U.S. and it's fucked up.
Sorry, I was laughing because I would wait a second and be like, okay, he's done, and then I'd start, and then you just like would go on.
Latency sometimes just kills conversation.
I know. But I was saying, I didn't really have a lot of notes for the next three. Like Neon Cathedral is good. I didn't really have like Bomb. I did not have any notes for because it's just
it's just a nice like.
I didn't really like it though. To be honest,
I like it. I don't know. I don't. It's not the kind of thing that like you would ever queue up, right? But like listening the album all the way through, I kind of like it. It's just like a little interesting minute and a half of piano.
But White Walls though.
Well, I was going to talk about Neon Cathedral. That's like maybe my favorite song on the album.
Oh, really? Okay.
Dude, I love it. But I mean, I don't have like a ton of straight up notes other than the like piano throughout is so fucking good.
One, two. Now, around here, they sing broken hymns. The prayers flow better when they're soaked in gin. The amp's dusty and sits in a corner by a bartender that'll pickpocket your heart and a jukebox that'll steal your quarter. Bartender, please give me a confession. Exchange fear for courage in the form of a well drink. There's a heavy current, got a long way to...
Like the organ-ish piano with a sound effect, I don't know. But it's so good, and it's him just outlining like what it's like to be at rock bottom at a bar at like 2 or 3 in the morning. And then just the piano through the whole thing. Bush Mills for a band taste the sweet taste of blood, like coughing up blood from alcohol abuse. Then I might actually feel something if I don't cover it up with more, just being numb to life and shit like that. Dude, I fucking love this song. And then the hook of it is beautiful and haunting. I love that shit. It's so good.
Underneath this fragile frame lives a battle between pride and shame. But I've misplaced that sense of pride. This crown of thorns is perched atop my spine. Listen closely as I
I read the Bible, but I forgot the verses. The liquor stores.
I liked it a good amount.
Talking
I think I
about,
need to
like,
look into like the meaning a
dependency.
little bit more, but
Huh?
I need to look into the meaning a little bit more. I didn't listen to it enough.
I
to
mean,
get,
it's,
like,
it's basically just
because
like,
the album was like an hour, so I was trying to like, you know, it was hard to digest every single lyric on every single song because there was a lot to unpack. But
yeah.
I think this is maybe the one that went kind of under the radar for me.
And it's
but-
also, I think, like I said, I think the song is one of the ones that sticks out to me more because like growing up in an environment where like I like seeing people like go through the various stages of addiction and recovery and things like that. Like it's just always felt very like impactful. Knowing from an early age that addiction is not necessarily like a choice, like it's not a drug addict's fault and shit like that, where people are like, why would I pay taxpayer money for needle exchanges? It's their fault they did a heroin. That type of behavior.
I also like
dumbassery.
I'm like, is Macklemore like an alcoholic in a past life, or like
He recovered.
did he just have like the
Yeah.
worst life ever? I swear he has so much content to like write about.
He was addicted pretty heavily to like alcohol and especially lean as well. That's
Really?
what he talks about, the relapse of 2 styrofoam cups and starting over. He was a
Double
very
cup
heavy
toast.
like getting drunk and like fucked up in his like parents' basement until they like, I think they almost kicked him out, or they were like, we're gonna kick you out if you don't like get clean and like turn your life around. Like he was a smart guy, but then just like was like a bored teenager and would just get fucked up all the time, and then he got clean, and then he legitimately relapsed, and that's what Starting Over is about on this album.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and so that's kind of his early. I think music was kind of like an escape from like drug abuse for him early on, and so that's kind of where he started his shit, and then it's evolved since then. But yeah, so that's where like the shit in Neon Cathedral is like direct like life experience, I think, for shit. If not, he does a very like good description of shit based on like my experience also with people in like addiction, knowing it's like a mental health crisis, not just like a binary decision.
Yeah.
And I
Why
think
can't
Neon
you just
Cathedral does
quit
a
cold
very-
turkey?
Just fucking stop doing heroin, bro.
If it's bad for you, just stop.
People who say that, meanwhile, they're dying of heart disease because they keep eating red meat.
That's a better. I was gonna say something about cigarettes, but yeah, being addicted. Yeah, being like just generally addicted to sugar or like food that's terrible for you is
Mainlining Mountain Dew,
better.
having to have meat with every meal, otherwise you're a vegetarian pussy.
Yeah.
Get it.
Yeah, so I don't know, but it's very funny that song is followed up by White Walls.
I got that gas
That shit
petaline.
is dummy
Dude, White
lit.
Walls is such a good.
It's so good.
Just casually, which is funny that like
guess
the
there's Bomb Bomb first,
schoolboy
but-
Q edit has like a not great word for like, you know, right? He says he says a bad word, right?
Wait, does he say?
Hey, man, are
does
you
he
listening
say
to
a
the song
cuss
right now, or
word?
what's good?
Wait,
I'm looking at it, but I'm trying to see what you're talking about.
Maybe
just type the
Maybe I'm
word in
thinking of
our
a different
chat
song.
and send it without context, Jordan.
no, I'm not.
No, I don't know what song. I don't know what you're talking about because I don't think there's really like a. I mean, like, there's not like a bad word in it.
I might be thinking of a different song then. Schoolboy Q say anything like problematic in any other of his songs?
Probably.
I mean, almost definitely, but I don't know off the top of my head. Like,
What song? Oh my god, I can't remember. Okay, it's not this song, but it's like so close to this song, kind
probably
of.
the worst thing he says is like white hose in the backseat snorting coke, and he says got a bad.
No,
bitch,
but
slept
he
for
like
booty
he
with
like
my
says like a
paws.
slur, low key, like in a different
Yeah,
song.
no, and that's not that song. Not, at least
What song is
I'm
it?
looking at it
Dude,
right
it's like
now.
a song that I always mix up with White Walls, man. I don't know what it is
I
either.
only know this song and Collard Greens. Those are the only
By Schoolboy?
songs I know.
He's got a
really.
bunch of good stuff.
I mean,
That's all I know
I've
also.
heard other ones, but I don't like.
Maybe it's not-
know them.
Maybe it's not Schoolboy though.
I don't know. I love his verse in this fucking song. It's just funny and good. Like it goes with the whole like easygoing, just chilling vibes, like celebratory-ish, just vibing out song.
Yeah.
I think it's a really good song to just like cruise to. You know what I mean?
Backwoods and dope, white hoes in the backseat snorting coke. She doing line after line like she writing rhymes. I had her inhaling my love, trying to blow her mind. Cadillac pimpin', my uncle was on. 14, I sold his keys, me and my niggas was gone. Stealing portions of his liquor, water in his Patron. Driver smiling like I won a fucking lottery, homes. Tires with the spokes on it, in the Vogue too. Mustard and mayonnaise, keeping the buns all on my dogs. Hanging out the window, youngest wheels frontin' like we bow. Trying to fuck them all. Double park the whip, see what's poppin' at the mall. Need a bad bitch, slap a booty with my paws. Rico's fucking pussy, I was tearing down the walls. I'm motherfucking all. Some sweating sides had her hypnotized. Grip the leather steering wheel where I grip the thighs. See the lust stuck up in the eyes. Maybe she like the ride, or does she like the smoke? Or does she wanna love? Cause this shit a Couteville, so you never know. So we cruise for minutes, my nigga fuck the limit. Got a window tinted for showing gangster in it. Slots till the gas is finished. Q.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
In your Cadillac.
Fucking the Bernie Mac line.
Jimmy Lovine was
Iovine?
okay.
Iovine? Do you know who Jimmy Iovine is, Jordan?
No.
He either currently is or was the president of Interscope Records.
Wait, is that like their label?
No, they're independent.
Oh, they're independent?
INDEPENDENT shit hustling.
I didn't think they were actually independent.
No, they're actually. I think there might be an asterisk, like he's independent, but might have had help from like famous people. But
I was about to say like Chancellor the rapper, please say the rapper.
But let's see. I'm trying to look right now, but yeah. So that they were approached by labels and then realized that the deals were terrible, and so they stayed independent. And so
Makes sense.
the song of Jimmy Iovine,
Common, Macklemore and Ryan Lewis, W.
is it's kind of like how historical fiction is based on fact some, but then like they take a lot of liberties. It's kind of like that, where like they were approached. I don't know if it was Interscope, but they were approached by a label and like turned it down. But
Mikey Pog.
yeah, so that's kind of like what the song is about. Him going up to his office and then like rejecting the like shitty deal, kind of clowning on the music industry. But dude, fucking, if you don't know who that is, you're like, is this guy outlining a fucking homicidal robbery? Is that what's going on here? And so that's kind of what the heist is, right? But they don't explicitly say that, but that's kind of like where I at least I've always thought that's where the album draws its name from. They've kind of become big music people without traditional music. Because I mean, at the time, like this was like, I feel like this was right before it became much easier to become an independent artist. Like
Working right either to what?
Huh?
Became it easier to what?
Like this was right before it became like you really didn't have, like, it was a big deal that they were independent, but I feel like a lot of people now who are big are like somewhat independent. So they were kind of on like the edge right before like the idea of just being on iTunes and Spotify, and that was enough to kind of start to garner success. But the fucking line, the ending lines of it, I always think are funny. I'd rather be a starving artist than succeed at getting fucked.
Okay.
Jimmy Iovine, he looks kind of like Tom Morello.
A little bit.
Like an older version of Tom
Tom Morello was a little whiter and went down a different path.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He helped found Beats, I think, with Dr. Dre. I just saw that. And he was a co-founder of Interscope. Interesting.
Co-founder, yeah. Okay.
Interesting.
So that's like what that is. And it's very funny. I've always liked that song. Ab Soul. What? Was Ab Soul on that song?
Apparently, I didn't notice either.
Oh, yeah. He's the other. I put my life on the line.
Okay.
I'll roll the yeah. Apparently that's Ab Soul. I did not realize that wasn't Macklemore.
That's
I'm
funny.
not gonna lie.
I put my life on the line. I roll them dice and I'm fine. Cause all I ever dreamt about was making it. They ain't giving it, I'm taking it. I'm taking it. Taking it. They ain't giving it, I'm taking it.
I really thought that was just him or Ryan Lewis. I didn't think that. But it's followed by Wings, which might
Dude, it's the
be my
funniest shit. I
second favorite
cannot.
song on the album.
Wait, your favorite song?
I love Wings. I've always loved it. Yeah. No,
I love the.
I don't know if that's my favorite, but like maybe second favorite.
I wanna fly. Can you? You don't know how far I've come. You know, like the edited in the back.
I don't think so.
I'll show you greatness. I wanna fly. It's like you want great. It's like something like you want greatness. Well, I'll show you greatness. And it's like I wanna fly. Can you tell?
Yeah, I don't think I've seen it. At least off the top of my head, I don't recognize it.
It's a good ass song.
How do
good ass song.
How do we end up quoting TikTok trends every single week? How do we?
Because it's in everywhere.
Like, I don't. Like, yeah, like it's just a popular thing.
They are everywhere, but like, how do we like? I feel like the discussion like it's not like funny like.
No, to me it's funny. To me, like I'm referencing it because like that is like why I know this song. I feel like that's relevant, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
But like, think that's a funny thing because.
But like, say like doing the meme for 15 seconds, like isn't gonna make someone know it. Like,
bro, Nick,
no, it's simply for my pleasure, Nick. It's simply for my pleasure. Okay?
You're thinking too much.
It's shaping the viewer. It's shaping my personality on this podcast. I'm the guy who does that.
Fair enough.
Nick's the straight man of this podcast.
He's like, sir, we need to stop saying stuff for 15 seconds long or else this is going to get out of hand.
Actually, I've got some notes for the podcast that I'm going to deliver right now.
Bro, that's so fucking funny. But so Wings is fucking fantastic. It's a great expose about like the negative effects of consumerism. But the fucking where he's going, and then he says like the Air Maxes were next, and then that beat comes in. I've always loved that. That shit goes hard. And then you're like sitting there, you're like vibing to it. You're like, okay, yeah, we're going with this. But then where he ends I think is it the first verse, but where like the music slows down and he says, and then my friend Carlos's brother got murdered for his fours. That line kind of is like a dead stop. Where you're like, oh damn, like this song's not necessarily what I thought this was gonna be, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, where he's just talking about being a kid and like, yo, these Nikes are gonna make me jump higher. And then my friend Carlos's brother got murdered for his fours. Whoa. Like a child lost their life over a pair of shoes. And then he says he just wanted a jump shot, and then that beat comes right back in again. That shit is so good.
Flight book bag was so dope. And then my friend Carlos's brother got murdered for his fours. Whoa. See, he just wanted a jump shot, but they wanted to start a cult, though. Didn't want to get caught. From Genesee Park to Othello, you could clown for those probings with the Velcro. Those were not tight. I was trying to fly without leaving the ground, cause I wanted to be like Mike, right? Wanted to be him. I wanted to be that guy.
Like where it kind of slides back in immediately and then comes right back in. I love that shit. Yeah, just I don't know, talking about like getting jumped and shit for consumerist goods, and then it talks about like America. It begins.
Fair enough. How it's not worth
children
it.
Choir, the child choir. Yeah, exactly. It's like it's talking about like we've become so like commodified. We're literally killing children. Like babies are killing babies for shoes.
Yeah.
Like how is that not emblematic of a problem, right? So it's just talking about like that kind of shit, and then yeah, I don't know. And then the last time where it's like the kids choir over around it is so good. And also his like emotive delivery throughout the whole track is really, I don't know, it keeps you engaged. I really love it. Yeah, so anyways, we're back in Jordan is dying of dysentery right now. Yeah, Wings is
Sorry,
great.
I shouldn't have laughed. This is a very real
I don't really
scenario.
have a lot for, but the fucking cynical hipsters with cocaine problems like my music, but that's not my problem line. That shit is so funny because
that is pretty funny.
That absolutely at the time would have been like if we were 25 when this album came out, the people who have a coke problem and handlebar mustaches would absolutely be the people bumping this album. So that shit was funny.
Macklemore.
If cynical hipsters with long hair and cocaine problems like my music, it's not my issue. I can't solve it. Yeah.
Gold. dip Betty White in gold. Even Betty White can get it. You know, R.I.P. Big ups.
Not a fan.
Gold has always been just kind of like okay to me.
I think I did like that
You like
song
it,
a lot.
Jordan?
Yeah, like the sample or whatever. Like
I think it's kind of like a fun, like easy listening one, but I never like really, you know. So I mean, verse 3 is very funny. I think
I gotta.
it's more of like a meme.
I don't know. It definitely. I don't know. Like the high pitch, like
Yeah.
like in the background, kind of sounds like an early like one of these songs from like obviously like 2012. Like it's got like Magic vibes or like I don't know. This song sounds like not like Magic, but like it was produced in the same
gotcha.
like
I mean,
era.
yeah,
you know?
like for sure. I definitely can see the parallels of that. But it's funny that even in a song like this, where it's like it feels so lighthearted, he still talks about like the guns. That's America. The drugs are what they gave to us, and sex sells itself. Don't judge till it's you. Like he still has bars in it, but it's like not the song where you expect.
Yeah.
I grew up during Reaganomics when Ice-T was out there on his killing cop shit, or Rodney King was getting beat on and they let off every single officer. Like, you do not think that those lines are in this song. You know what I mean?
Dude, that's what I was going to say earlier with like the bad lyrics. Again, we've gone over it before. He said, Lil Wayne said, Rodney King, baby girl, I beat it like a cop. I'm like, what the?
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
It's like a horrible line.
Or wait, sorry, that was in Awake, not Gold. My
He's
bad.
like,
but yeah.
He's like saying like, I'm pretty sure he's saying like, never mind. I'm not even going to go into it. But he's drawing parallels, but the parallels are like,
crazy,
I'm like
crazy, like.
That's what you draw the parallel to, bro?
Yeah, it's funny. But yeah, Gold, I don't know. I think the whole third verse is really funny. Fucking flying on the gold eagle, flyer than the rest of them, past the Space Needle, golden shower on pedestrians. Your birds just pissing on people while you fly around your city.
I definitely like that.
Fucking, my eagle got hair. That motherfucker got a mullet, bro.
Gold slugger faded 14 karat plated, so we're feeling like gold. Today we're feeling like gold.
Gold coins, gold phone, gold car. Cost at least 10 racks to get 16 gold bars. Gold rush, suck on my gold dust stuntin'. Under these gold trunks, that's 2 golden nuggets. Flying on the gold eagle, flyer than the rest of them. Past the Space Needle, golden shower on pedestrians. Excuse me, that's my bad, that's my eagle, and he shouldn't of. My eagle got hair, that motherfucker got a mullet, bruh. And it's gold. 2 girls, gold grass, lounging on the water, beating the gold sand. Sipping on Orangina, arms around them both hands. They're sipping old English right out of a gold can. 2 girls, gold spandex, so pretty. The girl ain't even gold, she just got golden girl titties. I'm kidding. Everyone is gold in my city. You paint Betty White gold, even Betty White can get it. Get it, get it, get it.
Today we're feeling like gold.
That's just
This is just funny. One of those.
It's
like one of those.
Yeah.
One of those funny songs that I just can't really get behind, like "Why You No Love Me" off of that John Mayer album.
Yeah,
that really did me in. I was
that
like,
one.
I can't handle this.
That song, that album is great. That song is dog shit. That's like the kind of shit who like the people you know who are diehard John Mayer fans are like, oh, this is still relevant and funny. And I'm like, bro, that hasn't been funny since like 2014. Icon has cheeseburger. Dog. Like, that's why you no love me like this. If you cry every time. It was funny for like 6 months.
Wait, no, I still think that's funny. Me and my friend Matthew, for like literally like our whole entire friendship, like through high school, would be like, "Busy, what is up, baby? I cry every time I see you." Like we would do that every single time we saw each other for like a couple like minutes, and then we move on
and laugh.
Dude, I would. I love it. I love it because that was the internet for me. That was the first stage of the internet.
Oh yeah, I remember when that was funny. Not like, oh, that is still funny.
It's funny to me because of how like unfunny it is now.
You're
I don't know how to explain it.
Chad internet user. You've transcended irony. You've become just comedic again.
I know.
Jordan is just the Chad.
That's true.
He's the shuffles his like playlist.
Shuffles his like playlist for the bit will lift your foot and pull his pants down in a public school academic building.
Literally, dude. I have no shame. That's all it is.
That's how you become Chad.
I am without.
He did not get any part of his genitalia out. He still left his underwear up, but he straight up pantsed himself in our college like major building.
Jordan
in the lobby.
And I remember what's his name?
Yeah,
Julian was there.
Jordan, the type of MF to go in the bathroom stall, look under the stall, see if someone's in the stall, violently shake and beat on the door, say nothing, and leave.
Yeah, I can see it.
That is not me, but that's hilarious. That's a hilarious
as a
vision,
freshman
bro.
on the track team in high school, that shit was a nightmare. The bathroom situation was the worst part about that.
For real.
Oh my
dude, our fieldhouse didn't have
bathrooms
stalls
so much, but
it was just
it was like a prison
that's
bathroom.
horrible.
My only
Well,
thing
wait. No, there was one stall.
Was there one stall? I remember.
Yeah, there was one stall.
I remember taking a piss freshman year. This scared 105 pounds soaking wet, 5'3" skinny kid, and like one of the seniors who at the time I was like, oh, this is terrifying. Now, as a senior in high school, I would have done the same thing if I still did track. But I was just taking a piss, trying to avoid eye contact, and he just like took a shit in the stall or in the stallless like toilet. And he's like, hey, what's up? Like, that's funny as fuck. Now, as a senior in high school, I would have done that. As a freshman, I was so scared. I was like, don't look at me. Don't look at me. Don't look at me.
I know at least they added a stall eventually because
It was after our freshman
stories
year.
that I will not repeat on air. But,
because there absolutely was not a stall our when I did track 8th grade.
When you were a freshman?
Freshman year.
Fair enough.
Son, can you play me a memory? But yeah. Other than that, Starting Over
banger.
and Cowboy Boots
banger.
are meh.
Starting Over is probably my third favorite song on the album. Yeah.
Really? That's your third favorite song?
It's a great hook from the Band of Forces lead singer.
Mainly because of
learned.
Ben Bridwell.
Day at a time is what they tell us. Now I gotta find a way to tell them. We fall so hard. Now we gotta get back what we lost. I thought you'd go, but you were with me all alone.
Great
And the
song.
story,
I think it's a really interesting look at like a different frame of reference for addiction and dealing with like the pressure of being like someone in the celebrity like eye of like the pressure of like you're the guy who's built up this like sober image and like people are constantly meeting you saying like, oh, you're my inspiration for being like a year, 9 months, like all kinds of shit, and then like having to be the human element of like, oh fuck, like I'm a mortal man and I like relapsed. How do I fucking like explain this to my parents and my girlfriend and these people who look up to me and all that? I thought it was a very interesting like look at that, and it's really good. I don't know. It's like an interesting way of pointing out that like,
I agree.
nothing is kind of like the Jason Isbell song. It gets easier, but it never gets easy, kind of thing.
Jason Isabel.
And then Cowboy
When
Boots. I
shit
think
hits the fan, is you still a fan?
when shit hit the fan, is you still a fan? You know.
Mortal Man.
What's that song from?
Yeah. God, we're just still a fire. Did I kill a cry when the shit hit the fan? Are you still fucking
That
fat?
was Cardi, bro.
I was gonna say I don't know what that was, but it wasn't what me and Nick were.
That was not Cardi. Cardi's like, wait, you still fucking fat? Can you put with the pair with the shit hit the fan? Are you still a fucking
banger
fat?
ass tune? You know. I think it's very fun. Cowboy Boots doing lines at the bar. something, something, something. But then the end of the chorus where it's time goes slow when you're drinking PBR. I think it's a very singable chorus. I really enjoyed.
Yeah.
But what the song's about, I also like feel that heavily, where it's like as you like get older in the shit that you're growing up in your youth, you're like, okay, yeah, this is like, kind of gotta age out of this a little bit. But I'm not gonna lie, I kind of miss like the relaxed, easy environment of it and everything. Like I mean, like we've all gone to separate corners or not separate corners necessarily, but like different parts of the U.S. because we've like left the small town we lived in and shit. But whenever the boys get together, it's still a fucking banger of a time,
we're tearing her off the frame.
You know it, brother.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, like I obviously
We're
not
tearing her off
exactly
the frame, bro.
The Seattle area, but like I get the vibe of like you kind of got to move on and do different shit, but you got to also really enjoy it when you get back with like the boys trademark, and kick it. You got to like fuck with that. So yeah, I don't know. I think it's a good way to end the album. I enjoy it. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's a good song.
I feel you.
Okay.
I feel you.
Yeah, well, I guess we can we'll do ratings. I'll do
I feel
ratings,
you.
and then Jordan is actually going to do the last pick before we end the rotation, and then do a we're going to take a week off. We'll remind you next week. We're going to take a week off, and then we'll come back with the next installment of guest series. So I'm going to give this album a 7.9.
I thought
That's kind of crazy, actually.
Well,
I thought
I
you'd
was
be
thinking
way
like
higher.
mid 8s, but then I don't know how much of that is nostalgia and how much of it is real stuff. But
But that's part of like
fine, I'll give it an 8.4.
diagnosing the thing, right?
There you go, 8.4. That's where we're gonna go.
Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go 4.5.
I did not expect that low.
Fantastic.
I kind of expected that.
It would have been lower, but he is making some good points. I'll give it to him. He's a smart white boy. He sat his white ass down and listened, and he told us all about it.
Dude. He did. He just said his white ass down and listened to us.
I don't know what that was.
I don't know what I was trying to do there.
All right, Jordan, go off. Your turn.
We're gonna say
Feeling like go.
I'm gonna give this album.
Oh shit.
You doing the
I'm gonna give this
fucking-
album.
He's doing the
Arnold
Hercules.
pose, the
He's doing
pose.
He's doing the Atlas.
Oh hell yeah!
You guys aren't gonna like this next album.
Just so you guys know, you're gonna hate this shit.
Oh, also this album comes out on 9/11. Big ups.
Big ups.
My boy G Dubs.
Big ol'
G Dub Bush. I don't know.
big ol'
But so yeah,
Hey,
that's
shout out my
gonna put
boy
this
one
album at
time.
53rd for an average of 6.3, which puts it tied with "I Am You" by YNW Melly. Just
I'm about to say, my boy YNW.
Oh, like
Such a good album, dude.
albums that are tied for 52nd. Sam's Town, Stories Don't End, Mechanical Bull, and a few others.
Sounds right up my alley.
A lot of them are your picks. Me and you split the 50 seconds.
I'm mid, baby. I'm
And
mid.
then
Hey.
54th is tied Emperor of Sand by Mastodon and The Leak EP by
hell yes.
That's just below it.
Oh, The Leak is
That's
so
Macklemore.
good, bro. That is
So
still
how
such
good
a
can it be?
good.
You know what I mean?
Hey.
It's because you hate. It's because you hate little. Just wait for the re-rating, Jamie. Just wait for the re-rating, my guy. I'm giving this album a 0 out of
Did
spite.
the first re-rating for. Wait, that might not be true.
Wait, really?
No, re-ratings was 63.
about to say, I don't
so as
think
long
it
as we
is.
do it before 120, so we have 13 weeks. We've got a few months, but we better do it soon.
Okay.
We were supposed to do it at 100 and then we just didn't. But all right, so what are we going to be listening to next week, Jordan?
We're gonna be listening to. I don't think we did this one. Meet
What?
the Woo.
We've not done one. We've
One.
done two and aim for the stars.
Or
Dude, I've actually been bumping that album a lot lately. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, I've been bumping that album a lot lately. It's like, I feel like, never mind. I'm not even gonna say anything, but.
Hell yeah, baby.
It is.
Dior Part 3,
This
let's
is-
go!
We've reviewed Dior 3 times now. Let's go, baby. Oh, and then Jamie, you can hear the "This is a mellow beat" again. It's so good. You might actually like it more. I don't know. I actually don't know. But probably not though. But
Micah Mary.
but yeah.
Boogaloo.
Some of the one-liners in here are pretty
just
funny.
in time for fucking
Also,
David to Dior.
have you guys ever heard? I know. Have you guys heard "Welcome to the Party" before?
I don't think we've done it on this podcast, but you've definitely played it. You played it for us before.
Baby, welcome to the party. Okay, it's so
That's a song
good.
that's like I pull up with the automobile gangster with the bad bitch that came from Sri Lanka, right? Yeah.
No, you're so what? It was like, I'm off the Molly the Zandaline. That's why I'm moving. That word we don't like. The word that Nick's friends say.
Are you talking about you and Jamie?
No.
Oh, interesting.
Also that Woody clip
Yeah.
of like Woody getting sturdy.
Oh, okay. Cool.
That's from this album. That's from this album.
Woody hitting the gritty.
Big rockin' on my body.
Okay, well, I'm actually,
Okay, anyways,
I
but
think-
yeah, that's what we're gonna be
I
listening
think
to.
Historical moment. This is the first Pop Smoke album I'm excited to listen to because I want to see if I've truly changed.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, after experiencing like the lows
Okay.
of like Chef G's album and shit like that, I think this might kind of, by comparison, I will finally enjoy this album.
Free my boy Chef. He ain't do nothing wrong.
I probably did something wrong.
He probably did.
The system's trying to get a successful black man down. All
How
right.
successful is he?
Listen, he didn't do nothing wrong.
How successful is he?
What? He's very
Jamie,
he's
you
very
literally
successful. He's
sampled
very
Tiny
successful.
Tim, all right.
No.
You don't get it, bro.
No. Chef G is credited for like starting drill rap in New
how
York.
much is he?
Like I
how much
just
money
want
is
you to
he
know
made
that.
off of that?
A lot of
My
bro.
Ayo.
Okay, I don't know if you can. I think that's
It's
illegal. But
like, you telling me it doesn't happen?
I
in
think that's
America?
illegal, and Chef G wouldn't do anything illegal, so.
so she has 1 milli followers.
Yeah, but that
all right?
doesn't.
Okay, just because someone doesn't have a big following or like, make a lot of money, it doesn't matter like their cultural impact. There's small people who play a big role in like waves of cultural impact, all right?
Like,
so you shut your mouth. And he sings Tiptoe.
Yeah.
So
that song goes hard.
So
That
your
song really
opinion
goes
is invalid. Shut up.
hard.
Great John chilling on the beat, by the way.
Hey,
Every single song, Great John chilling on the beat, by the way.
Tiptoe.
Great John chilling on the beat, by the way.
fun.
Great John chilling on the beat, by the way.
Too fat to tiptoe. That is the funniest
You know I'm too
intro
fat
to
to
a verse
tiptoe.
ever.
Dude, it's so funny. Too fat tiptoe.
All right. Well, I guess
No Suburban is such a good song.
Will this nostalgia trip fever dream that Jordan had food
Yeah.
poisoning during it, whatever this episode is. Like I literally don't know how long it's gonna be because the first 20 minutes of our first recording were just us fucking around. Like I don't know how long this episode is.
Yeah.
But hopefully you enjoyed it. We'll do our recent listings and then fucking get our little asses out of here. I have still been just rinsing Shadow Glow by Flip Turn, their newest album. That shit hits. New Matt Mason album also hits. And the new Monkey single. I'm still just listening to it, excited for the fucking album.
Good shit.
Yeah. That's pretty much, other than like mixes and podcasts. That's like my concrete listenings.
Fair enough.
I got you. I've been listening to the same thing as last
Okay,
week.
so
enough.
last week you said same thing as the week before. So listener, you have to listen to episode 109.
I'm
to
not
know what Jordan
joking.
was listening.
I'm not. Okay, fine. I'll tell you.
Hey, look what you did.
I'm not even joking.
No,
like I feel like I
keep
don't
your
know what I'm
secrets.
listening to right now.
Keep your secrets.
No, like I really just shuffle my like songs or my on repeat, and like I swear I'm not like I don't like any song right now. Like I don't like any new song right now. I'm kind of just like
Not even
I did listen to Outside again, and I sang along to the I ain't pray for these baguettes, I pray for better days.
Oh God,
that part the
Back
whole
on baguette
time.
grind.
So,
Oh hell.
dude, because Outside Part 2 is coming out soon. It's coming out. Also, T Grizzly First Day Out is a really good song. Also, I think I was listening to that actually a little bit.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I've been listening to a little bit of S.G. Goodman. By the time this episode comes out, Tyler Childers will have come out with a new song, so you guys rinse that.
Hell yes. Oh my God. Hell yes.
What
we
else?
gotta
What
get you on
else?
some long violent history grind sometime.
Drug Dealer, the artist. He's
Drug
making
dealer
some
was a
good music.
doctor.
American Aquarium, been listening to some of his stuff. Turnpike Troubadours. GID's new album is very, very good. The Forever Story. Julia Jacqueline. I think I mentioned some of these people last week because a lot of them ended up on the playlist, but I haven't found much new stuff this week or anything. Yeah, just looking forward to the new Tyler Childers, and S.G. Goodman had a really funny and good episode of How Long Gone, so I checked out some of her music again, and her song Space and Time is beautiful, and you should listen to it. And you can also watch Tyler Childers cover it on YouTube if you want to.
Oh, hell yeah. Dude, I am excited for that Childers. Because like the last thing he dropped was Long Violent History, which
Yeah,
is
it's
great,
been a while.
but like he only had one song with vocals. The rest is like Appalachian standards, which is great, don't get me wrong. But new album
I'm ready.
From Timmy Chow. Shit.
Timmy Ty Childers.
I'm excited, man. I
Timmy Thick, you saying?
Timmy Thick
No.
is back and
Talking about some
caked
Timmy
up.
Thick.
have
He's
not
playing
thought
the
about Timmy
mandolin this
Thick
time.
in-
Like, damn, TT, double cheeked up on a Thursday afternoon. I'm like, damn, TT, what you doing with all that?
Excuse me. Fuck, dude. My brain's turned off. Jamie, can we end this? Can
Yeah.
Can you read the outro?
We'll take this one out. Nick's a little sleepy. Jordan's an insomniac, and I live 2 hours behind, so Nick's a little tired.
Oh, Grandpa's got to
Someone
go to
gets up on time
bed.
for
I went to
their
bed at 7
job.
last night. 7 in the morning. I went to bed at 7 in the morning last night.
7 in the morning.
I'll explain why after, but
Just irresponsible.
Yeah, so we just want to say thanks for listening this week. Watching if you did, YouTube, Linktree in the socials. I'm going to say it in a second, so stay tuned. Remember to tune in next week for our last of our normal threesome. And before we really get going with the guest episodes after a week off, we're going to be listening to Meet the Woo 1 by Pop Smoke, the seminal album that started it all. The third review of Dior. Be sure to listen to it, which oh my God, I was doing so good and I stumbled on my words. Fuck.
boo.
Be sure to listen to it and have your own thoughts. You can mentally join in the discussion with us while we talk about the album and whatever else tickles our fancy. Once again, if you want to keep up with the show or share your thoughts about this week's episode, check out these socials. We are on Twitter at List Up Podcast, Instagram at Listen Up Pod, TikTok at something that's at the link tree, and we haven't posted any videos from those accounts, as well as our personal handles and the merch link, interestpointproductions.com, are going to be in the description of wherever you found this episode. And finally, if you enjoyed this episode, if you could throw a rating or review on your respective platform, that would be fantastic. If you're on YouTube, like, subscribe, bell, all that
jazz.
All that jazz. And yeah, other than all that, for now, we'll catch you next week. And remember to listen up.